Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, to the participant of Borobudur International Symposium and Interconnect Conference 2024. Now I would like to present our paper entitled The Impact of Greenhouse Gas Emission Disclosure and Institutional Ownership on Firm Value, Evident from Mining Industry in Indonesia. My name is Siti Rohmah Ika. We come from Janabadra University and 11 Maret University. Together with our colleague Teresia Citraningtyas, Ari Kunchara Widakdo, and Rahmawati. This is the introduction part of our study. As you can see, Indonesia is the third largest mining producer in the world. The issue that mining industry has a massive environmental impact, specifically on carbon emission, has been well documented. For example, in the figure, the emission in the global gold mining industry are broken down into three scopes: Scope 1, Scope 2, and Scope 3. And the total annual emission is to 126 million carbon dioxide tons. Indonesian government effort in the reduction of carbon dioxide emission have been clearly stated in a nationally determined contribution, or NDC, reduction of 29% greenhouse gas emission in 2030 compared to business as usual. Okay, carbon emission mitigation report should be disclosed by IDX-listed company through sustainability report. So this is the objective of our study, to examine whether carbon emission disclosure and institutional ownership will be valued more by the investor in the capital market. So this is part of value relevance of information research. The firm value is reflected in the share prices. It represents the company reputation in the stock market, calculated by the comparison between share market value and book value. This is the method. We have quantitative research in this area. Our sample is mining industry in IDX in 2018 to 2021. The population is 46 company. The criteria to have the sample is the complete data during the observation period. The sample is 36. We use data analysis, multiple regression, and this is the risk framework of our study. So the dependent variable is firm value measured by Tobin-Q ratio. The independent variable is carbon emission disclosure, institutional ownership, profitability, and company size. The materials, of course, we use secondary data from annual report or sustainability report. We use content analysis. The company annual report or sustainability report will be scored using the best index of carbon disclosure project by Choi 2013, and the level of carbon emission disclosure is expressed in percentage. This is the measurement of the variable. We have carbon emission disclosure, institutional ownership, profitability or return on asset, size, and firm value. Okay, this is the research model of our regression. The level of greenhouse gas emission disclosure is based on Choi 2013. The institutional ownership is the percentage of share owned by institution. ROA is the net income to total asset. Size is the natural log of total asset. Firm value is measured by Tobin-Q ratio, which is market value of equity plus total debt divided by the total asset. This is the statistic descriptive of our study. The average score of carbon emission disclosure is relatively high, 92.8%. As you can see in the table, the institutional ownership is in the level of 62%. This is also considered high as an institutional ownership in the mining industry. In general, the mining industry is profit. The ROA is 52.5%. Okay, this is the result of the regression. As you can see, all variables show significant result. Both carbon emission disclosure and institutional ownership positively impact on the value. Meanwhile, ROA and size as the control variable also affect firm value. The Kolmogorov-Smirnov is 0.069, indicating that the model of the regression is normally distributed. The adjusted R square is 37.7%. The simultaneously or the validity of the regression model is also valid, indicated by the F6 is below than 1%. So this is the conclusion of our study. Carbon emission disclosure positively affect firm value. It means that carbon emission disclosure is value relevant for investor. Our finding shows that institutional ownership positively impact on firm value. Companies with higher institution owner have a tendency to increase their reputation in the capital market. They have higher firm value as the consequences. Okay, profitability negatively impact firm value, while size is likely to increase firm value. It means that the investor valuing more the company with low profitability. Okay, this is the limitation and future research direction, number of sample and observed variable. So future research may lengthen the period of observation so that the firm sample of observation also increase. Next study may observe another variable such as CEO narcissism. So the next is we do not consider about the COVID-19 impact in the discussion. So subsequent research may discuss the pandemic effect and the disclosure level. Thank you.